The Bullet won't quit calling out Weili. And by calling out, she hasn't officially said, hey, come on up to 125. I'll give you a shot at this champ thing and let's fight. But she's gotten pretty close to that. I mean, she said everything but that. She has said if she wants to come up, someday I will fight her. And then she's been highly critical of Weili. And there's something about it that just feels off. First off, that is not a mega fight that the world's clamoring to see. Secondly, whenever you do the champ thing, it has to be a mega fight that the world is clamoring to see. Because the byproduct of a champ fight, as we have seen historically, means the lower weight division that gets left generally never gets returned to. It goes into a free-for-all, to a free fall. And they've got to, find the two contenders and run them back. I mean, we're seeing it right now with Figueiredo and Joseph Benavidez, just to use a very recent example. Just kind of one of these things. So first off, you would need a big fight. Second off, that fight just doesn't fit the bill. Nobody's dying to see the Bullet fight. Nobody's dying to see Weili fight. Those things are changing. But Weili's got several options right now. I mean, Joanna, rematch. Greatest fight of the year. Little controversy, split decision. I mean, there's a lot of things there. You got Rose coming back. You got Tatiana Suarez coming off of an injury. I mean, she's just got a lot of things to do. That's okay. The Bullet's options are a little fewer. So for the Bullet to go out and get a little conversation going is smart. It's responsible. The pushback and why it feels a little weird is you've got the Bullet, who is recognized as the second most lethal female on Earth, next to Amanda, challenging and poking her finger in somebody smaller. It just doesn't work that way. You just can't go after somebody smaller unless you can make yourself smaller and get down to that weight class. But to go after somebody smaller and then tell them that they've got to come up to your weight class, it's just a little bit confusing. It's just not how the game is played. If you want to get a fight, it's not a terrible strategy. If you want to look good and do some PR, a lot better ways to do it. The other issue that the Bullet runs into is Weili is here by herself. She does not have a command of the language, and she does not have a team around her. She's got a couple of people in her corner, long way from home. Home's dealing with a lot of issues right now. She's trying to represent, give them a distraction, and take something they can be proud of back to them. It's just one of these spots where if you go after her, you are going to look like you're bullying her to the highest of levels. You do have a command of the language. You have been here a meaningful period of time. You have formed some friends. You are the bigger gal. You are perceived as the second greatest combat athlete of your gender. I would just encourage the Bullet. Look, those fights are a big deal. Know the timing. Understand that fight is light years from happening. Makes no sense. Nobody wants to see it. So you have to have an end game if you're going to do that. There are times that you will sell your soul. There are times that you will sell out, be the heel, look like a jerk, because there's a greater good out there. Going after Weili, who just had her first title defense, who before she even got her wraps off of her hands, is slated to defend in a rematch with Joanna. She's busy. And she's barely getting through down there. To act as though she's cleaned out a division and you have cleaned out a division, and therefore the only right answer is to get you guys together, which historically has been the case when you do a champ level fight, would be a lack of studying and a lack of understanding, which appears to be where the Bullet is at.